So lymphomas are the malignant tumors of the lymph cells, especially when you talk about their classification or their distribution. There can be Hodgkin lymphomas, there can be non-Hodgkin lymphomas, there can be Burkitt lymphomas, and there can be there are multiple type of lymphomas. But when you talk about the small intestinal lymphomas, there can be primary lymphomas, just involving a particular segment of the small intestine, or there can be secondary, like a part of the systemic disease involving. There can be multiple lymphomas anywhere in the body, and they're also associated with the small intestinal tumors, and they can present to you with the fever, weight loss, anorexia, lethargy, hematomesis, and melena as well, or there can be incidental finding of these lymphomas. So when you talk about the lymphomas of the small intestine, it's rare. It's very rare to find the Hodgkin lymphomas in small intestine. So most of the time, they're the non-Hodgkin B-cell lymphomas, and T-cell lymphomas are associated with the diseases like the Crohn's disease, celiac disease, and there are some immunocompromised patients. They have a tendency to develop in full-blown lymphomas. Now, there is a possibility that patient actually present to you with a sign and symptom of obstruction or perforation. Obviously, then surgical treatment is the option for these kind of lymphomas. But usually, when they present to you, these tumors have already been metastasized, or they're part of a multi-system disease, and in that, surgery is not the option for that particular case. Then you have to go for chemotherapy and radiotherapy, but most of the time they have a very good response to the chemotherapeutic agents. So these are the pictures of some CT scan and some terminal ileum and a sigmoid colon, which are showing you the lymphomas, and this patient they are presenting to you with the complaints of melena or hematomesis, or there's a possibility that they present to you with a perforation or intestinal obstruction as well. So in those conditions, if there is a surgical indication, obviously you have to treat those patients with the surgical options. But when you talk about systemic lymphatic or disease involving the multiple parts of the body, then obviously you have to put your patient on a radio or a chemotherapy. Plus, sometimes it's possible because that T-cell lymphomas, there is a fever of unknown origin, and the patient can present to you with the diarrhea, which is worsening diarrhea. And obviously, then in case of these symptoms, you will suspect and you will go for the investigations, and properly, obviously, a triple contrast CT is going to be very helpful in case of that. But usually, the peripheral film and WBC count. This is important. These are important for the diagnosis of the lymphomas. But there are some kind of tumor marker as well. CD27, CD28. These are CD117. So these are the tumor markers which can also help for the lymphomas. So remember, if there are primary lymphomas and the patient is presenting to you with the signs of obstruction or perforation, go for a surgical resection. And if the tumor is a part of multi-system disease, then just you have to put maybe possible if there's obstruction, go for the palliative treatment, or go for the chemo or radiotherapy. Then there is no surgical curative option actually available for you for the lymphomas which are secondary or multiple, or they're part of the multifactorial or multi-system disease.